3 residential roads in the Kings Heath area of Birmingham are being closed off to cars this afternoon to allow children to play safely. It's part of a pilot project which could eventually see streets across the city closed during the school holidays. Well, Sarah Falkland is there for us now. Sarah, this is a sort of an old idea, isn't it? Play streets revived.
Well, you probably remember it, Michael, I don't, but back in the 60s, yes, it was quite commonplace for streets in cities and towns to be closed off to allow children to play. We've got some footage here of a town, we're not quite sure where in the Midlands, but where kids were literally able to just play a game of soccer right outside their front door. Well, I'm pleased to say those halcyon days have returned here in Kings Heath on 3 streets, at least for today only. And normally these streets are real rat runs around here. There's a lot of schools, a lot of traffic around here, so it can be dangerous for children to play in the streets. Well, Louise is one of the organisers. Louise, just tell us, how did this come about?
Right, well, there were a couple of mums in Bristol who just decided that they wanted their kids to have more opportunities to play out. So that spread in the end across about 30 streets that are doing this regularly. And then word spread to Birmingham, and the Bishop of Birmingham was heading up a social inclusion project that found there are real benefits to kids in terms of mental and physical well-being with regular play. So essentially playing out is a pilot project in this street and a couple of streets locally, just to give kids the opportunity to play out more.
Well, let's hear what they have to think about it. I'm going to interrupt the bubble making session over here. Arthur, what do you think about having the streets in your house shut?
Well, my parents were always telling me how they used to play out in their neighbourhood outside on the road, and so I think it's a shame that we don't do this as often. So,
okay, let's just go with Davdes over here. What do you think?
Well, I think it's quite nice to get with like family, friends, and like to have a good time. Yeah.
Okay, Emily, just briefly.
It's great we can do this.
Okay, well, the bad news is, kids, and I'm going to have a go with the bubbles, is that they've only got until 4 o'clock until the roads reopen again. And I'm not making any bubbles whatsoever. More practice.
Sarah Falkland, enjoy your playtime. Thank you very much. Now, on to